Hello everybody, welcome to the training session for Metallurgical Image Analysis System. In this video, we will cover the nodularity analysis module. As you may already know, a nodularity or nodule means a form of graphite, which we are going to check the nodule count, the nodule area, and also the nodularity, nodule density, nodularity, etc. Here also, we will assume that we already have captured our images, and I will explain the process. These are some of the actual customer samples about nodules. The dark area that you are having are the nodules. So as I explained before, to analyze an image, we have to open an image. So I click on this window. It will open the image in the measurements tab. You go to measurements, you select nodularity. So nodularity dialog will be opened. Here also you have three tabs. Nodularity means the current sample, means the result of the current opened image. Cumulative result is the result that we have added in the cumulative result, and the configuration. So in the configuration, what we do is typically any nodularity we have to eliminate the noises. For example, every dark area that we see here in this image are not nodules. So we need some cutoff where we filter out the noises or any features that are not actually nodules. Typical industry standard is we will set the lower cutoff as 10% of the largest nodule. There is also a cutoff on, for example, on the shape. Shape means the circularity. So we have a sliding feature where you can set the circularity cutoff. The ASTM standard says by default it is 0.5. 0.5 means 50% circularity. 1 means a perfect circle. 0 means a line, elongated line. So we are filtering out any shapes that are not close to a circle. We say at least if the shape resembles 50% of a perfect circle, I will consider it as a nodule, provided its size is at least 10% of the largest nodule in the opened image. Here also I pause and continue so that any corrections or adjustments in thresholds I can do. So I click on run. System will do the thresholding. Any adjustments if you want to do, you come to configuration. You have the histogram where you can adjust the threshold. Typically, the upper limit will be between any image that has a light background, dark foreground, or dark background, light foreground. Will have two curves and two peaks and one valley. So typical cutoff can be the center of the location between two peaks or around the center of the valley. I come here and resume. So system will, based on the cutoff, if you look at the image, you can see that all these smaller things are not even considered because they all have a size less than 10% of the largest nodule. This was eliminated because if you see C is a circularity. Circularity is 0.49. We have put a cutoff of 0.5. So that way we eliminate noises and shapes that are not really nodules. So this will show the current nodularity details, like how many nodules, what is a nodularity percentage, largest nodule, smallest nodule, average nodule size. This is the graphite area percentage. Basically, nodules are graphites. So the area that a nodule occupies is basically the graphite. Nodule density means number of nodules per square mm. This will show you and there will be a nodule sizing. This is the ASTM standard for sizing the nodule. That means if the size, when we say size, it is the major axis. Size is between 0 and 10 microns, it comes under the classification of size 8. If it is between 10 and 20, it comes under 7. So that way, this classification is as per the ASTM standard, and as per the ASTM standard, it has size, calculated the size. So if you look at this, majority of the nodule falls under the size 5 to 7, and a very small percentage on size 8, and less than 5, it's 0. So if you resume again, it will add to the cumulative result. Now we have only measured one sample. So if you see, number of fields means number of samples 1. Same way, you can have your second image open, come to configuration, run it. The thresholding, you need to adjust it. You can come to the threshold level and make it in the center of the, or the center between two peaks. Come here and resume. Now this shows the result of this sample. Here again you can see certain features are not selected because of the filter conditions we have set here, and both size and shape. It gives the result for this sample. If you the size distribution and area distribution and nodule size calculations for this sample. If you resume again, it will add to the cumulative result. Now if you see number of samples 2, this result is the consolidated or the average result for 2 samples. Similarly, I can select one more sample and say run. I can adjust the threshold if I want. If it doesn't come to center, resume. So now you have the cumulative or the consolidated result for 3 samples. As mentioned before, you can have any number of samples. There is absolutely no limit, and you can have a consolidated result. Here again, either you can have a report with all the images or the best image whichever you want to show, and create report. You can fill your data, customer, specimen ID, your remarks, everything, and create the report. So since we have set the format as PDF, it will create a report in the PDF format. If you set the format as Excel, it will create a report in the Excel format. So what magnification you have done, number of samples, what was the calibration, then specimen name you have filled, all these informations will come here. One sample image, the standard, the nodule data size distribution from 1 to 8. You can see it is majority from 5 to 7. The summary information about the nodule, what is the nodularity, what is the nodule density. This is the average. Average means number of nodules per square mm from 3 samples. This is the graphite area percentage. This is your size distribution. This is your area distribution. Now where this report is saved, if you look at the application, you can say that you have selected D drive, demo images, nodularity, images. So if you go to that folder, D drive, demo images, nodularity, images, so this we have select this is the report that is generated. See, so this is already saved, so you don't need to save this report, because it will first create an PDF file or Excel file and then show it to you. So if you open the report also, same informations you are getting, it was the same file that is opened and given to you. So this is about nodularity generation. There is one feature that we need to cover is two-phase analysis. Two-phase analysis means, as you may be already knowing, nodularity means graphite. So a nodule sample, the sample surface we are seeing here is a polished surface. You cut a sample, do the polishing, you get the graphite structure, and you do the nodule analysis. There is one more step that we do on the same sample, that is phase analysis. That is basically your perlite ferrite structures. For that, you need to do the etching. When we do the etching, the perlite ferrite structure will be visible along with the nodules. So in this data, we get our graphite, information about graphite, basically the size, shape, the count, area, etc. So in the phase analysis, we can also add our nodule data, which we will cover when we do the phase analysis. We can cover it. So either you can immediately transfer this data to phase analysis, or you can save it as a file which you can restore when we do the phase analysis after etching this sample. So right now I am saving it. We will recall this when we are covering the phase analysis. We will import this data. Either you do export it immediately, you can immediately go and etch the sample and do the phase analysis and include the nodule data in the result, or if you are doing it later, then you can save it as a file. Right now I am saving it in demo images nodularity. I am saving it here. So this data is saved. Now you can even close your application. You will not lose the data. When you etch the sample and do the phase analysis, you can import the corresponding nodule data and include the nodule data also in the report. Basically, you will be reporting it as the graphite. Now another feature we need to discuss here is the batch processing, which we have discussed briefly in the introduction video. Now if you see, these are a set of images which I want to process together. I don't want to process one way, I want to process it together. These are the, let us assume that these are different images I have captured from different locations, from different samples for a sample that I am analyzing. So what I will do is I select it here. If I want to clear my selection, I can clear the selection, clear all. If I click select all the images will be selected, which I don't want. So I will select only the images that I want. And select add to batch. So now if I come to measurements tab, see my images are added. I have 5 images which I am going to process together as a batch. You come to measurements, nodularity. I say my lower cutoff is 10%. I do batch processing. I am not going to pause because my images are clean and the intensity is uniform. So I am not expecting any issue in the thresholding. I can always pause and continue, but I wanted to show you first the power of batch processing. So I am added all these images as a batch. I am running it as a batch process. Now if you can see, it is without any user interface. It opened the images one by one. See, I just added it as a batch and it processed it as a batch and gave you the result. You create the report, same process which I have explained earlier. Here I can also do pause for the feature abstraction, where I do adjust the thresholding. If I put a pause, you can see that it will pause here. I can come here, make any adjustments in the thresholding. I am still in batch processing. I resume it, add the result and open the next image and pause here. If it is okay, I don't need any adjustments, I can give resume. It opens the third image and pause at the thresholding because I have given the pause after feature abstract. If I say if it is okay, then I can go continue. Same result. Now I have processed total 10 images, so the consolidation of 10 images. So this feature is available for all the modules, all the measurement modules. This feature is available. You can do batch processing for all. I hope you have got a clear idea about the nodularity analysis.